Welcome back, folks. This week we're working on a 55 Chevy pickup that hasn't ran in 23 years. Now the coolest part about this truck is that it has a dump bed on it. If we can get this truck to fire up, we've got to see if we can get this thing working. That would be super cool. Now as you can see, we got the big meats on the back, got some moss growing on them. I believe this one here is stuck. And then we got these split rims in the front, super dangerous. We don't want to mess around with that. Might throw some different wheels on there. As far as the cab goes, we do got some rust in the cab corners back here, but this thing's in pretty decent shape. Christmas colors. Pretty cool little truck, actually. Windows got a little beat up. Now this guy apparently took all the trim off of it because he didn't want it to get wrecked. And he has an extra set of gauges here as well. Now, the side spears are super cool, but unfortunately, since he took them off, one of them got cracked. So I guess that kind of defeated the purpose of taking them off in the first place. Now, as far as the rest of the interior goes, it does have a set of keys in it, so that's a bonus. It appears everything is intact. Manual transmission with a pool cue or something. And then down here, we've got two separate sets of shifters, here and here. I'm assuming one of them is going to run the bed. I'm not sure what the other one is for. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything in the glove box. Oh, there definitely is. But we're not going to go digging through that. Now on the visor here, looks like we got some registration. What does that say? 2001. Yeah, the tabs on the plate say 2002. So that pretty much tells us it's been about 24 years. Now let's crack this hood open and see what we're working with under here. We've got a small block Chevy here. No air cleaner on it. That's unfortunate. Got an aftermarket set of horns here. Looks like maybe a newer distributor or cap and rotor. It's got an Edelbrock carburetor on it. Looks pretty dirty. Let's see if it's free. Yep, it's free. I don't think this battery is going to work for us. And it looks like it hasn't been touched since they parked it. Now let's check some fluids out, and then we'll see if this thing spins over by hand. Oil's at a pretty good level, just above the low mark. Coolant. I can see a little bit of coolant in there, but it's pretty low. And then let's give this fan a spin. Oh yeah. Yeah, she rolls over just fine. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get this thing running. Now I did shop vac the carb out. I don't want any junk going in there. And I think it's time to pull this battery off and throw a new one in here. Let's see here. Oh boy. I think this one's got some juice in it. And then I guess let's go see if our key works and if we get power to anything. Here goes the key. On position. Nothing. Nothing on the gauges. And nothing from the key. Now before I go chasing down electricals, I'm going to try to jump the starter here and see if it's at least spinning free. Oh, there it is. Yep. All right, starter does spin. Okay, we'll try this key again. Starter button. All right, still no power up here, so obviously we got some electrical problems. I think I'm going to pull that key and make sure we're getting power to the back of that. So here's our key switch. Now let's go ahead and just see if we got power at any of these terminals here. It doesn't seem like we got power at any of these. Okay, there's my large red wire. Oh, it does look pretty crusty. Oh, there it is. Okay, we do got power there. Maybe it's just a bad connection. suppose this key switch could be bad as well. It doesn't seem like power is transferring through this switch. I think I'll be able to access the power on the back here. And yeah, the red one is completely disconnected. That is probably why this thing was decommissioned. And that's probably why he had this extra cluster in here. So I don't know if you can see that from over there, but here's the red wire. It's supposed to go to this little tab, which would be similar to these two tabs right here. And it's just riveted on there, so that one's completely off. So I should just be able to hook our power wire that comes from the starter to our red wire, which goes to the key switch, and hopefully we'll be in business. Okay, now our jumper wire is on here. Key switch is on. Let's push our starter button. Yes, there it is. That's all it was. So basically, I'm probably gonna have to just pull this gauge cluster, throw this other one in. At least now it's turning over and we can move on to seeing if we can get this thing to fire up. So I spent the rest of the night hooking the new gauge cluster back up. I got everything hooked up now. Let's make sure our key works. All right, so she's turning over. That means power's flowing through here. Before I go cranking on it too much, let's see what this tank smells like. It smells pretty bad. So let's pull this fuel line and then we can go ahead and bottle feed this thing, see if it fires for us. There we go. Oh, there is some fuel there, so it might actually be pumping, but I know it smells like bad gas. So we'll leave that there for now. Maybe I'll put a catch can on that hose so we're not spilling fuel everywhere. Oh.
Ooh, it looks like caramel.
So you want to bottle feed it a minute while I turn it over? Let me get the other mic out here so we can hear the turnage overage. You know? That's right, we gotta hear that. Ready?
Yep.
Nothing?
I'll squirt some more. Go ahead.
The oil pressure gauge is going up.
I don't think she's sparking.
Huh?
You want a Guinness? Because that's what this looks like.
Oh yeah?
Dude, it's gnarly.
Oh, is it pumping pretty good?
Like black coffee. Yeah, it's pumping.
Well, at least we know we're pumping fuel, but that is nasty. Woo-wee. All right, we're gonna do a quick spark test before we crack open that distributor. We'll see if this thing lights up here in a minute. Ready?
Sure.
No?
No.
Okay, no spark. All right, let's rip the distributor cap off and get some eyes on these points here. Oh boy. They actually look new. I'm gonna go in there with the test light and see if we get any action inside the distributor here. It's hooked to a ground. Okay, we got power here, but not here. There's some kind of resistor, and we're not getting power through it. Let me go ahead and just put a jumper from here to here, or even here to our coil. It's really all we need. So we basically just deleted this resistor, I guess, and put our coil wire straight to the top where there's power, and we now have power at our distributor. Okay, so we are actually pulling the points out here, taking the whole unit out. So we'll go ahead and clean these up with a little piece of sandpaper, throw them back in, and see if we get spark. These single units here, or these full meal deals here, are a little harder to get to than the regular points, but yeah, definitely get some chalkiness off of that thing. I think we've got her all cleaned up. Let's throw this back in and give this another shot. Maybe I'll have you pop that key and I'll see if it's sparking here. Yep. Yep. We got spark. Nice. Here we go. I want to hear them cherry bombs sing. How about you? Maybe. All right. Let's get this cap back on once more. See if it pops for us here a minute. Go for it. Oh, hold on. Rerun it. So I was not expecting it to fire up there, and it did. So let's go ahead and dump a little bit of fuel down the bowls here and see if we can get it to fire up again and really actually see how it's running, because that kind of surprised me. All right, give her a shot. Sounds good. Listen to those cherry bombs sing. Woo! That sounds awesome. It's running pretty good. Yeah. Huh? That carburetor's just working fine. That shows our fuel pump. There it is. We're gonna go ahead and top this radiator off here a minute. We've got a little setup going. We're gonna try to just run this motor while the fuel drains. That way it'll stay cool by topping this off, hopefully. We don't think there's too much fuel in the tank back there, so we're hoping we can just pump it all out a minute, and then we can just put fresh fuel in there with some sea foam or something, and we'll be all good to go as far as the motor's concerned. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Didn't take much. So we got a little funnel set up for now while we try to run this thing. We're hoping it'll just feed it while it runs, and we'll just keep topping it off if we need to. And we're pumping it down here into a tote. Just have a line coming right down into here. Well, let's see if this works. That thing sounds awesome. Sitting here running. Oil pressure looks great. That's awesome. Try and add just a little more fresh fuel. See if we can get the thing to flush out. Still pumping a bit. Still looking a little bit dirty, so see if we can get it all out of there. Running great though. Sitting here idling on its own. Let's see what she does. Let's pull this old fuel filter out. We'll put a new one in here and get this thing pumping from its own tank. That thing's heavy. Yep. Yep. It's pumping. Keep going. Oh, hold on. We got a leaker. Our hose is leaking. All right, we cut a little bit off. Let's see if she still leaks.
All right.
All right, we're looking good. No leak. Pumping fresh fuel. Cooling's still at a good level. Nice. We're gonna do a quick test to see if it goes into gear. And I know that one wheel's locked up. Maybe it'll break free. Let's see. Well, the transmission works. Now before we address the locked up rear tire, we're gonna swap these tires out. We got a matching set for the rears on this truck here. So we're gonna pull these off, put them onto the front of this one, and then we're not dealing with these split rims. Woo-doo.
Awesome.
Pit stop. Well, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's get this tire pulled off and see what's holding this wheel back from spinning. All right. I haven't seen nothing like that yet. It's got like some kind of spacer on it. Kind of funky. Well, that took way longer than I expected, but I finally got this drum free. It took quite a bit to get the spacer off of there first, but that's off. The drum is actually finally to the point where I can pull it off, and there you go. There comes a shoe. And both springs for the shoe keepers are sitting in the drum here. There is a straight up nest in this thing. Look at that. I'm not sure how something like that would get in there. There's not too many holes back here to get into. That one there maybe? That's crazy. Some way, somehow, something built a nest in there. We're gonna have to get some new shoes, put some new shoes on it, and get this thing back together. And she should spin free now. It was just the shoes stuck to the drum, that's it. Well, I got the drum back on. I'm not gonna throw the spacer on yet because I wanna make sure this cylinder in here doesn't leak. We did not put a new cylinder in it. And I did go ahead and get all the bleeders broke free. All 4 of them came loose, and then got the cap off of the master here. And that does not look great. and the master is absolutely dry and crusty. But we're going to see if we can get fluid through there anyways. I'm waiting for the rough daddy to get here with oil filter, the new ballast resistor, and to help me bleed these brakes out. While I'm waiting, I think I'd like to throw these trim pieces on here just to dress this thing up a little bit. I think it'll be fairly simple to throw on here. I think it's going to look pretty good. Even though this piece is broken here, there is a nut on the back of both pieces, so I believe if I get them all snugged up, they'll sit there and shouldn't move on us. All right, pump her up. So surprisingly enough, we are getting fluid out of here. You good?
Yep.
Oh yeah, extremes air. Okay, go again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wow. It's actually flowing pretty good. Hold on. Okay. You gotta top her off again, or?
Yeah, probably should be safe.
Yeah. We don't want to run her dry. All right, go ahead and pump her up. Oh, hold on. What do we got here? I'm hearing stuff's come out. Oh, my line is on this side. Oh, yep. Broken line. Right, so we got a little setback on the brake bleed here. As you can see, we got a leak. It looks like we might have blew a line here. Right here, just inside the frame. It's dripping down. So that's gonna put us backwards a little bit on the brake bleeding process. Let's see if we can replace that line, or at least get the fronts bled out. So I found another brake line in my junk pile. And it looks like it might be the same thread pitch and whatnot. We're gonna pull this old one out and see if we can make that one work in its place. So there you go, you see it's kinked right here, super soft. There's a crack right there. Just blew out. It was too crusty rusty. Well, the new line's in. Everything went together pretty well. Threads must have been correct. It's plumbed all the way up there. Let's give this another shot, see if we can get these things bled out. Good?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're getting fluid. Yeah. All right, we're back in action. Close?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Yeah, now we're talking. Getting all that dirty fluid out. All right, one more time. I like it. You like it? I think we're good. I think it's safe to say the brakes are looking good. We're gonna throw our spacer back on here and get this tire back on, get this thing set back down on the ground. And then we can actually move on to getting the fluids swapped out, as far such as oil. That's about it. And hopefully maybe we can try this bed out. We should see here shortly. Tire's going on. Well, we're gonna fire this thing up, get some heat in it, then we'll drain the oil, change the oil out. I think what we'll do is do a quick move test, make sure it moves good, brakes good. And then we're gonna try that bed out. Doesn't want to die. All right, that's probably enough heat.
Oh yeah, tell pipes to smoke it.
Oh yeah. Top that off again. All right, we're gonna do a little move test here and brake test. Oh yeah. Stops. Oh, oh, what was that? You lost your pop can. Oh, no way.
I don't know if I can do that. Did it burn out a little bit?
Hey, this one did. This side. Yeah. Because the brake pedal stays down yet? Oh, it's good? Oh, nice. Hey, if I lose my 10 mil, I know where it's at. Right there. Well, let's see if that bed works. Okay, we got that. I think this might be the one that engages it. And then this one here might be the up and down. Yeah? Did it go in?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this one. Oh, that is a chain down. Oh, that driveline is spinning.
Is it?
It was.
When the clutch is out?
When you let the clutch out, it spun. Okay, driveline spinning. Oh, it's trying, it's trying. Oh, it's trying. When do you do that again? I wonder if we need to add fluid to that cylinder. it's up like an inch. Oh.
Back is not down, back is up.
So back is up and forward's down?
Yeah, this is tilt down.
Yeah.
This is up.
That's up.
Go check the fluid.
Yeah, let's check the fluid, see if we can add to it. All right, so the rust eddy had to leave. I'm gonna mess around with this dump bed a little more. I wanna see if I can get this thing running. I can't really figure out where to add fluid. I got a couple buddies to ask that are in the construction business. See if they can help me figure out just how to get this thing working. Okay, time to see how she does on the road. Tough with that sticky gas pedal, but it's on the road. She's cruising. Brakes seem to be working pretty good. Oh, this thing is great. She's peppy too. It's a peppy little small block. Man, this thing is sweet. I love this truck. This thing sounds great, man. I love the sound of this thing with this cherry bombs. Let me know, what do you think? I think cherry bombs are the best muffler to have on an old 350 motor. What do you guys think? So on my drive, I went and visited my buddies that are in construction business, and they seem to think that this is probably where I got to fill the cylinder at. So we're gonna see if we can't get this plug out, see if we can't get this thing going up and down. I tried getting that side plug out of the cylinder, but I just can't figure out how to get that thing out. I decided I'm gonna weld this square plug onto that fill plug there, and we're just gonna go ahead and we'll probably jack the bed up a bit, support it, make sure it's not gonna fall on us. And I'll get this welded on there. We'll fill that cylinder up and we'll see. Hopefully that gets to the point where we can get the movement we need out of that ram. Yeah, good. Let's get some height too. Let's have some room to work. Well, in the process of thinking I was going to weld something on here, I took a couple whacks with a hammer and a punch, and I ended up breaking this plug free. So we're going that route now. And Yeah, there ain't much fluid in there. I have hydraulic fluid here. Let's fill this thing up. That would be awesome if we can get this thing working. Throw this plug back in here. It's showtime. Let's see if she works. Yeah! That is sweet. Hopefully it doesn't just drop down. Yeah! Hey, I gotta say, this thing runs pretty good. I've been driving it around a little bit and it hasn't given me any issues. Runs good, drives good, brakes good. And now that the bed works, I'm super excited about it. This will make a great truck for somebody. Honestly, I think for a business or something, you could sell Christmas trees off the back or pumpkins or anything. Or it'd even be a great truck to use for local deliveries or something for a small business. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, give me a like, leave me a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.